Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The Clippers is not looking good, man. After last night loss to the Dallas Mavericks, the Clippers looked horrible, man. The Clippers had a horrible shooting night. Let's start off with Paul George. Paul George had 15 points. He did pretty good on the boards. He had 11 rebounds, 4 assists. But he shot an abysmal 4 for 13 from the field, shooting 30% from the field. He shot 2 for 6 from the 3, which is 33%. And with Kawhi Leonard being out, Paul George, we need you to be the Batman. You know what I'm saying? We need Paul George to be the Batman at the moment. James Harden should be the Robin, but they both looked horrendous in this game. Like, horrendous. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard was looking from the bench, looking all sad. Like, dang, like, this is what my team doing while I'm injured. Like, James Harden had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. He shot a terrible 2 for 12 from the field, 1 for 7 from the 3. And like I said, man, and this is exactly what I said in my last video about the Clippers and the Mavericks. A couple weeks ago, I made a video basically saying that the Clippers gonna have trouble with the Mavericks. Like, I got the Mavericks winning the 6 games in this series. And the reasoning because is literally this. I literally said Paul George and James Harden is always so inconsistent in the playoffs, especially in, like, you know, games like this. You know, you at home. Like, why is you guys losing by 30 and you guys are at home? I just don't get it, you know. And on top of that, Luka was playing on a bad knee, and Luka was sick. Luka was sick and had a bad knee. It still went crazy. Had 35 points on the Clippers. Had 7 boards. And he dished out 10 assists. This is why Luka Doncic has become my favorite player, man. He's just so inspirational. You got a bad knee. And you sick. And you do this to the Clippers at home? Like, oh my gosh. He also shot 53% from the field. And he shot... Luka didn't shoot too well from the 3, though. He only shot 25%. 2 for 8. Another thing to look at is Kyrie. Kyrie didn't have the best game. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie had 14 points. 6 assists, shot 6 for 14 from the field, which isn't the worst, but he shot 1 for 7 from the 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I think after last game, after they lost to the Clippers, Luka Doncic had got on the podium and basically said, "I need to be better for Kyrie." Kyrie has been bringing in his all this series, and we seen at this game right here. You know, Luka came out to play even on his bad knee and feeling sick. He said he felt like he was letting Kyrie down, but in my opinion, it don't look like it. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he's been playing pretty well. This is Luka Doncic's best game of the series, and he was sick, so that's really impressive. I also like the role players of this game for the Mavericks, man. Derrick Jones Jr. nobody has been talking about Derrick Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is probably his best spot in his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's been a very well role player for the Dallas Mavericks. A good cutter. He's been shooting a 3 pretty well. Derrick Jones Jr. had 12 points. He even had 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Playing some good defense, using his athleticism on the defensive end. He shot 5 for 7 from the field, and he shot 2 for 4 from the 3. So that's what you want from your role players, man. Just very efficient, only a couple shots. You know what I'm saying? He also was catching lobs. I like to see that. Then Maxi Kleber, man. Maxi Kleber was very, very big for the Dallas Mavericks in the first half. Maxi Kleber hit 4 threes in the first half, man. We all know what Maxi Kleber can get in that corner. You know what I'm saying? Luka Doncic loves to find him in that corner, man. He loved to find Maxi Kleber in that corner, and he was not missing in the first half. Like, literally, he was on fire. Maxi Kleber ended the game with 15 points, shooting 5 for 7 from the 3. Shooting 71% from the 3 is insane. You know what I'm saying? And he's not at home. Usually role players play better at home, but we seen, you know, Maxi Kleber and Derrick Jones Jr. step up this game away. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Kyrie having an off game. That's why I think it's scary for the LA Clippers. Like, Kyrie didn't have a bad game. I mean, Kyrie had a bad game. Luka was injured and was sick. And you guys are at home and you guys choked like this? This is horrendous, man. I ain't gonna lie. And another thing to touch on is even Russell Westbrook off the bench. Russell Westbrook had a bad game. Only having 6 points, 5 rebounds, shooting 2 for 11 from the field, and he shot over 3 from the 3. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not lying when I say I got the Mavs in 6. Like, the Mavs is gonna take care of business. The Mavs is a better team. The Mavs have the better players. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Clippers have anybody to match up with Luka, and I don't think they have anybody to match up with Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie did have a bad game, but I think that was just a bad shooting night. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie just had a bad shooting night. I think this game gonna be worse because they back at Dallas. Yeah, they back at Dallas next game, so I think it's only gonna get worse for the Clippers, man. And I don't think they're gonna really have an answer unless Kawhi Leonard come back for Game 6, which I doubt. Kawhi has been out with the last 2 games with his knee inflammation, so it's not looking good for the Clippers. The Clippers always having injuries. It's always the same thing every year with Paul George and Kawhi. One of them always get injured, and it always just ruin their playoff chances. You know what I'm saying? It really does. You know, obviously the Clippers fully healthy. is a lot more dangerous than this team right here. You know what I'm saying? But they're still deep. You know, you still got Norman Powell. You still got Bones Highland. They haven't been playing Bones Highland at all. But Norman Powell had a bad game too. You know, he had 14 points, but he shot 16% from the three, 1 for 6. So the Clippers just didn't get anything from anybody this game. You know, Zubac wasn't too good on the boards. He did have a good scoring night, but didn't do a lot on the boards. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, this series is looking about over. In my opinion, I got the Dallas Mavericks finishing this out in Dallas, you know, in Game 7. I don't think the Clippers got much else to really do. Ain't really more adjustments you could do. I don't think Luka gonna slow down. I don't think Kyrie gonna have a worse game than, you know, the last game he just had. So yeah, man, I got Dallas finishing their business. After they win this series against the Clippers, they will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We just see the Oklahoma City Thunder finished off the Pelicans. I'm very disappointed in Brandon Ingram, how he played in that series. I don't think he stepped up to the plate. I don't think he, you know, played as well as he should have or as he could have. Obviously, Zion Williamson being gone in that series obviously affected the Pelicans a lot. But for them to get swept was just kind of like, dang. I mean, I know OKC good. I know OKC the real deal. I know OKC was the first seed, but just to see OKC sweep them in 4 games was kind of astonishing. But like I said, man, I really do see Luka and the Mavericks finishing out this series in Game 6. And they will face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the second round. That's going to be something to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be something to watch. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about this Dallas and Clippers series. Do you think it's over in Game 6, or you think the Clippers can force a Game 7? I really don't know. I think Ty Lue gonna have to really make some adjustments. Like, he might have to change up the starting lineup. I like what Draymond said in his podcast before the series started. He said that the Clippers should put Russell on Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Start Russell and just have him, you know, guard Kyrie. I think they can go a little deeper in their bench. I want to see Bones Highland play a little bit. We see him have a very good game before the playoffs started. That's somebody that could get hot. But, you know, I don't know, man. The Clippers got the depth. They just can't fall apart like this. You can't have Paul George shooting 4 for 13. You know what I'm saying? In the Game 5. Game 5 is very important. A very important game in the series. And y'all was at home. Like I said, I don't like this. I did see in one of Paul George's podcasts, in Game 4, it was perfect. He was like, I told James Harden, I'll get the stops. You finish it out for us. And James Harden said, I got you, P. And that's when they had a very good game. James Harden had like 28 and 10 assists or something like that. But yeah, man, Clippers looked bad in the last game. I think the Clippers are in big trouble. I think the Clippers are going to be through next game. That's my honest opinion. I am a Luka fan, but still, that's the truth, man. It's not looking good. If Luka doing this to y'all on a bad knee and feeling sick, it's bad for y'all. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a big favor. Smack that like button. Leave me a comment on what you want to see next or how you feel about this series. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You dig?